Welcome, weather explorers. We've got a really fantastic explainer for you today. We're going to travel through the entire calendar year, uncovering the secrets of the seasons and figuring out exactly how our environment shifts from month to month. It's going to be a blast. Now, to help us out, we're joining up with our very favorite guide, Professor Paws. Yes, he is a wonderfully wise golden retriever, and he sports this magical weather tracking cap. And joining him on this little narrative journey are two curious kids, Sammy and Lily. So are you ready to step into the magical treehouse? Sammy and Lily use this awesome backyard treehouse to literally travel through time and space, and we're going to tag along right beside them. We'll explore all 4 seasons, see how the world transforms, and discover what makes every single month unique. Let's just dive right in.
Okay, Section 1, Spring Sprouts. That covers March, April, and May. Our journey officially begins with spring. It's this incredible season of renewal, really. Trees wake up from their long winter naps, flowers start peeking out of the soil, and you can just feel the air growing steadily warmer. You know, as Professor Paws loves to remind us, there's this classic old saying, March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. What that basically means is the month of March typically kicks things off by being incredibly windy, wild, and roaring, just like a lion. But by the time the month ends, the weather tends to settle way down, becoming nice, calm, and gentle. And that perfectly calm end to March leads directly into our next famous saying, April showers bring May flowers. It is such a great reminder of why you absolutely need a colorful raincoat and an umbrella in April. It tends to be a pretty rainy stretch, but those rainy days actually serve a vital purpose, because once those puddles dry up, they bounce us right into a beautiful, blooming May. By the time we hit May, things are really looking up. Sammy actually loves this month because the grass turns this vibrant, super green color. Plus, the sun stays out a little bit longer in the evening, so the days feel brighter. And honestly, the best part? You can finally head outside all afternoon to play without needing a heavy winter jacket. Moving right along to Section 2, Summer Sunshine. That's June, July, and August. So our time machine zips us straight into the absolute brightest, hottest days of the entire year. School lets out, and we officially transition into summer. Let's map out these next 3 months. Now, what's really cool about June is that it officially kicks off summer with a unique astronomical feature. It has the longest days of the whole year. This is amazing because it gives us the maximum amount of daylight possible to stay outside, explore, and just enjoy the weather before the sun finally goes down. Then we roll into July, and man, the heat really peaks. It is hot, hot, hot. All across America, it's a time for celebrating with 4th of July fireworks, slicing into some ice-cold watermelon to beat the heat, and of course, cooling off by splashing around in the pool. And that brings us to August, which marks the final stretch of summer vacation. It's really the perfect time for catching fireflies at dusk, eating your ice cream super quickly before it melts in the hot sun, and just soaking up those last warm golden rays before the school year starts back up again. Next up, Section 3, Autumn Apples, covering September, October, and November. So what exactly is autumn? Well, also known as fall, it's that time of year when the weather just gets incredibly crisp, cool, and really cozy. It's that beautiful transition phase where we watch all the leaves shift from green to these vibrant shades of orange, red, and yellow. Let's take a quick look at the timeline as we move through these 3 cozy months of fall. This season is just packed with adventures. September brings that familiar back-to-school chill where we're packing backpacks and riding those iconic yellow school buses. October then brings this sense of spooky sweetness. It's the season for carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, picking out fun costumes, and finally breaking out the cozy sweaters. And then November shifts the focus to family gratitude with Thanksgiving, bringing people together over turkey, pumpkin pie, and a real shared sense of thankfulness. Finally, we hit Section 4, Winter Wonderland. That's December, January, and February. All right, time to seriously bundle up as we look at the final 3 months on our timeline. We are heading into the coldest, yet honestly, often the most magical season of the entire year. These months are literally packed with magic. I mean, December is all about building snowmen, catching snowflakes on your tongue, and celebrating all the winter holidays. January kicks off a brand new year as winter storms often roll across the country, blanketing everything in snow. And then February brings the warmth of Valentine's Day, alongside those fun Groundhog Day traditions where we all wait to see if winter will stick around or if spring is finally on the horizon. But here is a really fascinating fact about February. It isn't just known for Valentine's Day or checking for spring shadows. It's entirely unique because it's actually the shortest month of the year. Having fewer days than any other month basically makes it a quick little bridge right back toward the renewal of spring. And that brings us to our grand finale, the weather wheel, counting all 12 months together. To put this whole explainer into perspective, let's look at this giant color-coded wheel summarizing everything we've talked about. In spring, March, April, and May, the flowers bloom. In summer, June, July, and August, the sun shines bright. In autumn, September, October, and November, the leaves fall. And in winter, December, January, and February, the snow falls, perfectly completing the cycle. And as Professor Paws says here, you are official weather explorers. He is so proud of the journey we've taken today. Tracking the shifts and cycles through every single month is no small feat, and it's a very fitting end to our adventure. So before you step outside today to check the weather for yourself, I have a question to leave you with. Weather explorers, what is your absolute favorite season? And what specifically makes it stand out to you? Keep observing the changes around you, stay curious, and keep exploring.